You guys have not been able to hear me all of this time because of an update. Oh boy. It's either because I installed a new capture device or there was an update to Streamlabs OBS. In either case, that is really annoying. Because I've been streaming now for like almost an hour, and it's been dead silent, so I don't blame people for coming and going. I'm like, what the hell's going on in here? I have been completely silent, oh my goodness. And I've been responding to everything. Yeah, I was responding to you. I was saying, what's up? How's everything going? You know, I had mentioned that this was all to get ready for catching Mewtwo. Because I got stomped by him the first time around. Yep. Oh no, I didn't trade the somewhat decent Grimer. I was concerned that I had traded this one. Oh, wait, well I'm here, right? Oh no, dude. Never. Never is it rude. I wish you had asked, because it wasn't until I looked over to my mixer settings in Streamlabs that I was like, why is the microphone bar not moving at all? And then that's what prompted me to check the stuff. Wow, this one is better. But it's timid. What does timid do? Ew, it lowers attack? Why would you do that to me, game? It's like one of the better ones I found. And it lowers attack, increases speed. Oh my god. This game just wants me to, like, I don't even know. It's not a nice game. Send to professor, send to professor, send to professor, send and send. Send. Oh, at least you gave me 5 Grimer candies. Dude, you have no idea. That Mewtwo it completely stomped out my entire team. Like, the difficulty curve between the Elite Four and that Mewtwo was ridiculous. Like, my Pikachu could do nothing. Obviously, you know, they're Pokemon that I don't expect to be able to hold their own at all whatsoever against Mewtwo. But even my strongest of Pokemon, like even like Charizard, Snorlax, ironically, Pidgeot was holding its own despite being one of my lowest levels. So yeah, I'm trying to get an Alolan Grimer so that I can evolve it into an Alolan Muck, try to boost it for a bit, and then teach it Toxic and just have it tank out Mewtwo because it is so dumb. If you go back to my other stream, which is on YouTube now, and you like skip to the end where I like start encountering Mewtwo, I do not stand a chance. And I'm at level with him. But it's more so just that they decided that Mewtwo was gonna have, I guess, smarter AI because he kept using Recover. Like, his health dropped a little bit, Recover. So I couldn't just wait it out. I mean, my Venusaur can learn Toxic, but he would get destroyed in one hit, so there wouldn't have even been a point. No, but I mean, like, this is dumb levels of strong. Like, I could understand if it took my entire team to bring down Mewtwo, but for me to be, like, at level with Mewtwo and not stand a chance whatsoever, like, I couldn't cause a dent because anytime I got close to beating him... Wait. Anytime I got close to beating him, he just completely recover. And you have 5 minutes to do it, so it's not like you can even wait it out too long. So I spoke to some people and did some research, and Alolan Muck is definitely the way to go. Because it has Dark type. Oh my god, here, are we gonna do this early on? I still have all the Pidgeys from when I was practicing, or testing out rather, the whole, like, chaining Pokemon together to get the best stats. Now I know that it doesn't matter, because regardless, once I trade them, like, they're gonna have completely randomized stats. So I have one good Grimer so far. He's not the right nature. In fact, he's the worst possible kind of nature. I mean, it's not like I'm going to use him for battle. This is going to be to catch Mewtwo, but I don't know. I would ideally, if I'm going to spend this time doing this, I'd like to have just a decent Grimer out of it. But that's just a bad nature. They should have, like, Pokemon re-education school, where their natures change. Like, someone works with them and they change their personalities, quote-unquote. That'd be a nice little feature. It could be expensive. I mean, I'd be fine with dishing out a ton of money. Like, in-game money, not real money. Nintendo, stop it. But yeah, I mean, this is probably going to be the last Pokemon game that I play in a while, because all of the changes that they're doing to Sword and Shield, like, I was really hyped for it, and then when I found out that a lot of the Pokemon aren't going to be in there, it was kind of like, so then what was the point of telling us that we could transfer our Pokemon to, like, the Pokemon Bank and whatnot? Because now once you transfer them in there, I think you can only put them back into, like, Sun and Moon. So I feel like that was just an utter waste of time, because if you were doing it like, oh, Sword and Shield are coming out, I moved all of my favorite Pokemon here, so I'll be able to use them in this game, in this new game, and now you can't use them, and I think that's dumb. I think, like, they should have told people, you know, this is what we plan on doing before you do anything. I don't think that helped the situation. But I mean, to each their own. Whoever wants to get it can get it. I don't think I'm going to be picking it up. At least not at full price, because that has disappointed me. It's not even like the National Dex issue that I have. My issue is more so, like, I want to use my favorite Pokemon, and it's really discouraging if they're not in the game. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still use the other Pokemon, I'll use new Pokemon. I mean, that's what all the other games basically made you do for a while. So it's not like I wouldn't be, oh my gosh, stay in the ball! You know, but it's just annoying. I can deal without the National Dex, but I guess the National Dex is just a symptom of a greater problem, which is just not being able to bring all your Pokemon. And a lot of the excuses, I mean, I have to side with the people that say that, you know, they're reusing all of these old assets, but, you know, they don't have time to do this. It definitely makes it feel like a cash grab, and I don't blame people for being upset at it, but I mean, if you want a company to know that you're unhappy with something, you just don't buy it. I'm sure there's enough people who'll buy it that they'll think it's justified, because some people just blindly buy anything no matter what. You know, each generation I usually find a Pokemon that I like, and then I incorporate them into, like, my core group. Like, obviously, for most of Kanto, like, when I was a kid, this was my favorite team, basically, what you see here. Give or take, maybe Blastoise, I'd swap it out with Lapras, depending on the situation. But then when I got into Johto, I was like, oh man, I really like Noctowl. You know, it wasn't really for, like, battling or anything, but Noctowl was just another bird Pokemon that I liked, so I was like, neat. And Totodile became my new starter, and then he replaced Blastoise and my Lapras typically. So it's kind of like, oh man, this is neat. I have a physical type water Pokemon. This is great. Oh boy. And then when I got into into the 3rd gen, you know, I had a Trico, and then the Trico would bounce back and forth between my Venusaur, and Blaziken was pretty good, so sometimes I'd swap him out for Charizard. Or, what's this one called? Cyndaquil's final stage, Typhlosion. So, I mean, each game, like, they did introduce it, and then Staraptor became one of my favorite bird-type Pokemon, like, ever. So, I mean, there's always, like, at least a handful of Pokemon that I like from each generation that I end up, like, adding to my core team just to goof off or whatever. And I don't know, it just disappointed me that an overwhelming amount of Pokemon are not going to make it in. I just realized I'm using Great Balls. I'd have to go through all my old games and see what's up. I mean, if I were to do anything else with Pokemon, I kind of want to do a stream. Or like I played the old Game Boy games and then take those Pokemon to Pokemon Stadium. Because at one of the conventions I went to, someone was selling a really nice clean version of Pokemon Stadium. So I'd like to use it with that. I'm sorry, not Pokemon Stadium. I needed a transfer pack because the transfer pack that I had was not functioning until eventually I took all of my transfer packs and I just gave them a good cleaning. Because some of them I received as just, you know, donations from people that wanted to add to my collection, or, you know, that I found for cheap, like at a convention. But none of them were working. But when I took them apart and I gave them a good cleaning, which is really scary, because, you know, every time I open it up, I'm like, I'm gonna mess something up at some point. But, you know, the more you do it, the more confident you get with it. You know how to be careful, you know how to place everything back. So I just gave them a good cleaning, and I tried it out recently with my Ultra HDMI modded N64, and it worked, and it worked great. So I would really like to do that. I've been speaking with another friend of mine who also streams to see if maybe we do like a collaboration thing with Pokemon, and then work together to beat Pokemon Stadium. It would be really interesting. But then I also have to work on some of my old Pokemon games, because their batteries are either long gone dead or they're in desperate need of replacing. I've already backed up whatever saves I could from my old games using my oh, well, there goes my catch combo. Thank you, Game Freak. Thank you, you know, Pokemon Company. It's not a wonder people don't want to buy your game. Hashtag National Dex. I mean, my best friend is, you know, more enamored with Pokemon than I am. If you ever want to catch his streams, he's a Phantom Thief. Or no, I think he's official One Piece Slayer. And everything else he's Phantom Thief, but I think he's official One Piece Slayer. And he's way more into Pokemon than I am. Like, I like the games, but like he's actually completed the Pokédex several times. They always add more and more Pokemon, he just keeps completing it. That's just not something I've ever bothered to do, but I wouldn't mind doing it. I don't have the luxury of being able to play through like red, blue, and yellow, and, you know, getting every single Pokemon I need. And if I did the stream, I'd probably want to focus on the games I definitely never played. Like, as much as I would want to do, if I could find a way to stream DS games, I would want to do Heart Gold. But I already have a completed Heart Gold, so I would kind of rather... I have a copy of, like, Soul Silver that I have not touched at all. I've only ever completed the Pokédex once, if I recall. And that was in Pokemon Yellow, when I was just getting out of middle school. Like, I had all 150 Pokemon. And it wasn't through cheating or anything, so I was kind of proud of it, because that was the era of everyone using Game Shark. I may have had a Mew eventually because of Game Shark, because I missed the event, and I was like, oh man, and someone was like, I can give you a Mew. I was like, oh, neato. And now you can just glitch the game to give you a Mew. If you do that weird Cerulean Bridge trick. I think me and One Piece Slayer would both agree that Heart Gold and Soul Silver is probably our favorite games in the lineup. They had everything I think I wanted in a game. They had like the little mini games. They had up to that point, all of the Pokemon in it. All of the Pokemon could follow you. You know, you can go through 2 different regions, and they happen to be both of my favorite regions. You know, it was the pinnacle for me. I think they also had a way for you to like challenge a bunch of the old gym leaders too. I might be confusing that part with like Black and White, I think. But in any case, it was great and I loved it, and I would really like to replay them. But the problem is, I would want to do like Leaf Green or Fire Red, but then I wouldn't be able to use those Pokemon in Pokemon Stadium. And I'd have to do it on a cartridge, because if I did it on my 3DS digital copy, then I wouldn't be able to move those Pokemon over. Well, there would be a way. But I mean, I'm pretty sure it would not be kosher, so to speak. Oh no, yeah, I know that much. Oh, stop it. Stop it. Oh, hitting down doesn't put me to the top of the menu again. Neat. I don't know why that's a thing. Like, I feel like... if I nitpicked every little thing about this game, oh my god. How do you hit down on the menu and not go up to the very top? Because it does it for, like, I don't know how many other menus in this game. But not in the battle menu. No, sir. Not in the capture menu. I've also been playing a lot of games that I've just not been streaming because I just want to play games. Like, over the course of this summer, I've been burning through my backloggery. And I call it burning because I legitimately beat like 4 or 5 separate games. Like, just this past week, I finally beat One Piece Unlimited World Red, but for the PS4. So now I have 2 sets of platinum trophies for the PS3 version and the one for the PS4 version. But anyone who knows me knows that I like physical copies, so I had to like import the European copy, because I mean the PS4 is not region locked. So I was able to do that. I did One Piece Burning Blood, got a platinum trophy in that. Oh, whoops. I also beat One Piece Pirate Warriors, and I kind of want to start the second... Oh my god, hold still. I kind of want to start the second one. But it's also like the great struggle, because I don't want to replay games that I've already beaten. Like, I want to focus on games that I haven't touched yet. Which is why I started playing through all those One Piece games, since I finally caught up 900 episodes later. Hey, what's up? I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly, so forgive me. Adi Malek? Or Adi Malik? If I'm not saying it correctly, please correct me. But what's up? And so yeah, I burned through like a bunch of like the One Piece games that I had. And I started watching JoJo's. And it's been pretty good. I'm into Stardust Crusaders now. And I have a handful of JoJo games that I'd like to play. Like on Twitter I posted, you know, that I was able to snatch up a Dreamcast copy of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I think takes you through Stardust Crusaders story arc. So I don't want to like dink around with that too much, because I might spoil myself. I know how Stardust Crusaders ends, but I didn't watch it properly, so I'm trying to watch it properly now. And of course, I'm uploading the the Shantae playthrough that I've been working on forever. And I know you were like, this is not what I was expecting over on YouTube. But I've been enjoying it, and, you know, I've been trying to refine my video qualities. So I added, like, the whole, like, overlay for the Shantae video and whatnot. And I don't know, I've been happy. Just taking my time, enjoying games that I don't normally play through. It's always nice. And I'm definitely set up to like stream most anything. Everything right now is hooked up to a capture device. Every last system I own. Which was really hard to pull off. Getting everything to either work through HDMI or running it through the proper like components and whatnot. But everything can be captured now. And now that I have an HD60S Plus, which I didn't even know existed, now I can fully enjoy things like, you know, any games that support 4K on the PS4 Pro. I mean, I've been enjoying it. Battle Tendency Joseph Joestar is definitely my favorite JoJo so far. Jonathan was my favorite for a while, between Jotaro, Joseph, and Jonathan. But I don't know, over time Joseph just grew on me. The whole, oh no! And, oh my god! You know, just the over-the-top reactions. They're hilarious. But I think I also picked up digitally because it was on sale. All-Star Battle for PS3 and Eyes of Heaven for PS4. So it's one of those I would like to get through those. But then there's also I'd like to play through J-Star's Victory Plus, because now I feel like all the animes that I'm really into, I would be able to enjoy it. You know, The Last of Us has not been a game I've played. I've had a ton of people recommend it to me, saying it's like a masterpiece, it's really good. And I'm sure that it is, but you know, it's just the whole matter of having a backlog that just never ends. So I'm really careful about trying to get into newer games to play when I still have franchises that I'm focusing on. So every summer I think I'm gonna, whether I'm streaming it or not, I'm gonna try to burn through a bunch of games and just catch up. That's kind of why I'm doing Pokemon right now. I mean, I have a free Saturday. I'm just chilling out. Got a couple of you guys in here watching it with me, and maybe, just maybe, I can finish it. I just need to find people that I can trade with for the last few Pokemon, or if I can catch them in game, you know, just getting on top of that. Grimer Candy 2. Hey, Snorlax leveled up too. Everyone's leveling up a bit in the great Grimer struggle of 2019. So I could trade it with this guy until I get one that I really like. Oh, I also went and got another PS3. Not the backwards compatible one though, just like the first model version of the Slim. Just because I really like my fully compatible PS3. But I don't want to use it for like a lot of, like, I don't want to use it for PS3 games and push it to the envelope, because it works really well for like recording and streaming PS1, PS2 games without me having to go through a bunch of hoops and hurdles with components. Because, I mean, I have an OSSC and I have a frame micer, so I can definitely get it to work, but it's just easier to use my PS3. So I'm trying to not abuse of it too much. So I saw PS3 for sale, and it was like really decently priced. Like I think it was $100, and it came with a controller, all the cables that I would need, and it came like with like I think 10 games for like at $100. So I was kind of like, yo, yoink! It was in decent shape. That's actually how the games I was mentioning previously, like I beat a lot of them on that PS3, because it just I don't want to abuse of my like fully backwards compatible PS3, because once that thing dies, those PS3s are a lot harder to find and replace. I know, right? It was a ridiculous bargain. And, you know, some of the games I didn't own on PS3. It gave me, like, a lot of... A few of the games that came with it were sequels. So I was kind of like, oh, but I haven't really played, like, the prequels to this. Like, I think one of them was, like, Saints Row 2. I was like, I don't want to start Saints Row 2 if I haven't played the first Saints Row. So I was kind of like, okay, whatever. So I separated it between games that, like, were the very beginning of a series that I didn't own. And so I just included that into my PS3 library. I also need to start looking for way better shelves for my games because, like, just the portion that I use for PS3 game, like, for my PlayStation library alone, like, I legitimately can't fit anything in there anymore. Yeah, I've seen it. It's like a really wacky version of Grand Theft Auto, kind of. I may also retire my my Retron, because a lot of the things that I needed a Retron for in order to play, like, I don't really use it anymore. Like, it's still useful. Like, I take it with me to conventions, and whenever I buy games, like, I test stuff out on the Retron 5 just to make sure it works. And it serves a purpose, so it's not like I'm getting rid of it, but I could probably use that slot for something else. It was a very convenient way of playing a bunch of old school games on an HDMI TV, but since it's technically just an emulator box with, like, the ability to put cartridges into it, it does have lag. Even if you set it to game mode or whatever, there was always a little bit of lag. And I didn't realize how bad the lag was until I played Metroid. And when I played Super Metroid on it, it was really funky how it was playing, because everyone made it seem like, oh, it's really easy to do the wall jumps, and I was just struggling with it. And then when I played it on another hardware device, like, I was able to do it almost like 100% of the time. So it was kind of like, oh, maybe it was the Retron. But I mean, like I said, people who aren't sensitive to lag, or if you're just playing an RPG, like, I could still use it for something like an RPG or something that, you know, isn't fast paced. But for, like, a platformer or something that requires a... Come on, Grimer. Something that requires a lot of precision, probably not going to be my first choice. Come on, Grimer. Don't be like this. Just let me catch you. Keep on my chain. Oh my gosh, I should stay with the great balls, because he's going to be stupid. Oh my god, there goes the chain. I like how as soon as I switch to a great ball, he runs away. Well, thanks for nothing, Game Freak, Pokemon Company. Remind me that if I ever become someone that is explaining how to properly do things in video games, to constantly use you as an example of how to do things incorrectly, like Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Because you went from being a company that knew what it was doing to, I don't even know. Alright, let's see the Grimers that I have. If any of them were worth keeping. Oh, I mean, this one's not too bad. What was... what's it called? Change marking. Mark as a favorite. Moving along. These shapes are funny. Oof. Oh wait. This is already one of the quote-unquote good ones. Bag. Pokemon box. Alright, so I'm keeping that one. Oh boy, here we go. Yeah, I really do think Heart Gold and Soul Silver were definitely the pinnacle. I did hear a pretty good argument saying that they have to do that because they created such a masterpiece that they have to keep taking out things that people like and introducing new things and then occasionally bringing them back just so that they give like the appearance that they're, you know, they're innovating over and over and over again, or that, oh look, they're introducing this, this, and that. Can I trade a favorite? Oh, I gotta be careful. I don't want to accidentally trade a favorite. I thought that marking it as a favorite would prevent me from doing that, but that is not the case, apparently. There we go. Make myself way more comfortable. Oh my god, Lugia. Wasn't Lugia like... They didn't make him bigger. So Lugia just like shrunk down to like the size of every other Pokemon. I thought that was kind of funny. Yeah, I'll trade you for more Grimer, because if you give me a good Grimer, awesome. And if you give me a bad Grimer, it's going straight to the professor. Sure. Let's trade for this Grimer. Do 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 boom 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 boom. I got this guy, his whole thing is being like, do you want to be shrouded in darkness? No, I just want to trade Pokemans. Oh my god, another game I have to like play through and beat is Star Fox Zero, and oh my god, I'm not looking forward to that. Because I love Star Fox, I really do. But I don't like the way that Zero plays. I don't like having to switch between the top screen and the bottom screen and the motion controls. Oh my god. I hope that the age of motion controls goes away. Because I really cannot stand most of these games that rely heavily on motion controls. Like, that is its main gimmick. Because there were games that do it really awesome. Like Twilight Princess, like Skyward Sword, like Resident Evil 4, like Mario Galaxy, right? But there were so many games that like it forced you to use that gimmick and it ruined the game for me. Like Donkey Kong Country Returns. Like, I want to play it and I just can't deal with the whole, like, I have to waggle the controller to do a bunch of stupid things. The 3DS version, I don't have to do that. But then the 3DS version's also, like, it has, like, frame skipping and all these other issues. So it's kind of like, can't I just have a little bit of both? Well, the sky's the limit when it comes to old games. Just do your research. Don't get into like series that you're not gonna like, or like what's it called? Genres that you're not gonna like. Just focus on the stuff you know you're definitely gonna enjoy. I also have a Sega Genesis Mini, and I kind of want to do a review on it, but I really can't because like when I recorded the videos, there's a lot of noise. And I don't mean like audio noise, like video noise, because I used a black table. And even though I tried to give myself the best possible lighting, it was just not happening. I don't have the proper equipment for that. I can review it in video. I can review it like just playing and giving my 2 cents on it. You want to play through properly through every Final Fantasy game, then I would definitely recommend, if you have a means of doing it, playing through Final Fantasy 1 and 2 on the PSP. I really enjoyed those versions of the game. They were a little faster paced. Some of the older nuances that would drive people insane weren't there. The 3DS version of Final Fantasy 3 I enjoyed very much. I also played Final Fantasy 4 on the PSP version. And that came with like a bunch of other stuff, like the interlude and the sequel for Final Fantasy 4. 5, I don't think you really have a good way to play it unless you can find a translated Super Nintendo cartridge. Or, I guess you could play the Game Boy Advance version. Same thing with 6. No, 6 I think you can get in other forms. I know Square has not necessarily treated its remakes of some of these games very well. Looking at you! Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana was a really bad remake. I think I would honestly rather play the Super Nintendo version. I mean, I'll probably play through the PS4 version, because, I mean, I can get trophies. And that'll be an incentive to get it. I am looking forward to Trials of Mana remake, because that was a really good Mana game. I just hope that they fix the stat issues that that game had back in the day. I know Final Fantasy 13 everyone calls, like, hallway the game, because it's so linear. But 14 is the MMO, no? Or is that 15? I don't remember. Oh yeah, Explorers. I've not tried it. It didn't catch my attention. That's coming from someone who loves Final Fantasy games. And I still have a bunch of Final Fantasy games that I want to play, and I just have not had the time. One day I'll get through them. But I have beaten 1, 3, 4. Yeah, I've beaten 1, 3, and 4 officially. And I've played all the other ones. I just, you know, I get into it and I play for a little bit and then I stop, and then I almost beat 7. Like I was at the tail end of the game. And then I think I had like finals in college or whatever, and I had like a big project, and I put it on the back burner, and then I just completely forgot about it. I think 15 is the MMO. No, isn't 15? I have to look it up now. I'm not sure. The big open world one, isn't that 15? The one with the prince, and you have the car, and like that was like one of the biggest selling aspects of it. No, definitely. But I think 14 was the MMO, and 15 was that newer one that everyone loved, and then they canceled all the DLC for it, and then like they ruined the ending or something, and everyone's like, wow, I played through like 100+ hours of this for this ending? Jeez, thanks. But sometimes you just can't avoid spoilers. I mean, I'm not gonna say what happens at the end of that game, but it's definitely not anything I'm looking forward to. Alright, this guy's still with his whole like, hey kid, do you want to be in the dark? You want darkness? It's like, shut up, my dude. Just give me the Grimer. In fact, if I could skip this animation, that'd be even better. No, I mean, not a big deal. I was just pretty sure that 14 was the MMO, that's all. Don't sweat it. I'm very happy with Smash Brothers on the Switch. In terms of, you know, the characters that they're adding. I thought that was nice. But I've fallen out of Smash Brothers, honestly. Like, most people that I know don't even play it anymore, so I'm sure if I picked it up, it would take me a while to build myself up. So I'm sure that at this point, you could probably beat me relatively easily. Just because I'm so out of it. I would have to build up all that muscle memory all over again. I said I wasn't even that good in comparison. Chrono Trigger is an excellent RPG. I was actually able to pick up the Super Nintendo copy recently. So that's in my collection as well. In fact, they made a modified version of it where if you have the right hardware, if you have like an SD to SNES, it supports some modded ROMs, and you can include like better music to it, and you can include like even cutscenes in it. And I was blown away because they got the cutscenes to work on Super Nintendo hardware, so I was like, whoa! I mean, I'll get into it. One of my siblings was like, hey, like, I was at this party at work and someone brought a Switch and everyone was playing Smash. There's this quiet guy and, like, I thought of you because he was, like, playing much to your style. And I was like, oh, man, had I known, right? If I worked at your place, I probably would have gone against him. But like I said, I am super rusty. I'd have to play with people that know what they're doing, so that I can build up good habits again. I mean, I can enjoy the game casually. Like, I still play it with friends. Like, Maddie, she's out there in the nether somewhere right now. In fact, I'm more than sure. Yep. How much you want to bet Maddie is? Yep. Oh, she's playing. I inspired her to play Pokemon Let's Go because she wasn't playing this, like, right away. Oh, boy. Maddie can help me. Maddie, I know you're out there somewhere, and maybe you're listening to this in the background, not logged into Twitch. You should totally trade with me. You tell me what you need, and I'll catch it for you too. I know you're out there, Mads. Of all of those, Ken definitely. Corrin and Cloud, I mean, they were a little bit I don't want to say broken, but they definitely had a noticeable edge over other characters. So they didn't really call out to me. I mean, I could use Cloud, but I feel like anyone could have used Cloud. But Ken, yeah, I was goofing around with Ken. He does play different from Ryu, so I was really surprised because I thought he was just gonna be I forget what they're calling it in this Smash, like a Shadow Fighter or whatever, because they're not calling them clones anymore. And they added Banjo and Kazooie, and I was like, like, I've never bought DLC faster in my life. Thank you, there we go. Echo Fighters. How many more Grimers do I have to go? Jeez. Heh, you have a deal. Oh, whoops. Oh my god, I did it again, because now I'm using the wrong hand for the controller. Don't ask. Alright, that's our last one. True. If I recall, you were really good with Link. Just remember, sometimes flashiness is not worth it. Go with what's definitely gonna help you attain victory. I think this is gonna be the Grimer I'm gonna roll out with for now. Just because... Move Pokemon. Oh wait, not move. Add to party. So who's gonna take a backseat for now? Let's make it Snorlax. That one annoys me the most. Alright, send to Professor. Send. You sent me 44 Grimer. Oh, 16 Grimer candies. Alright, medicine. Candy. Where's the candy stuff? Is it medicine? No, it's a candy jar. What am I doing in my life? Let's use it on Grimer. Well, here's the thing. This Grimer, Mewtwo is never going to be able to touch. Because Alolan Grimer are part Dark type. So Mewtwo, the most that it can do to it is Swift. So we're gonna beef it up a little bit. See, but Pikachu is like at 5,000. Venusaur is at like 4,000. 5,000. 4,000. It won't have any effect. Can't use it because that Pokemon is way too low. Alright, now we're gonna go into our TM case. And let's sort it by number. And we're going to give it... if I can find it. Here we go, toxic. Please choose a move to forget. So we're gonna get rid of this. Just because it deserves to have an actual poison attack. Oh my god. He's already maxed. If I ever caught a string of Pidgeys again, it is going to be bananas. Look how many Pidgey candies. Quick candy, large, smart candy, Bite type, smart candy, courage candy. Alright, so now we need to actually get this Grimer leveled up. And we can do it here. Let's see how much experience I get. Depending on how much experience I get from continuing to catch some of these Grimers. And still maybe the off chance that I can get some more Grimer candies in the meantime. That was weak sauce. Yeah, but you know what I don't like? I don't like having like fake teams there. Like, I'd like to have teams that I'm actually going to like beat the game with, be recorded on there. Like, if I could do it without recording the teams, then heck yes. But then it'll be like, oh look, and then Grimer. Like, what? Why do you have a Grimer on your team? It's so far away from all of the other Pokemon you're raising. It's like, funny story. It's just using the Pokemon League to level up. It's all talking like, oh, we use it to immortalize their trainers and their Pokemon. And it's like, why do you have like a bunch of level 1 Pokemon on your team and like Mewtwo? We've caught 3 Grimers so far. And really, on this level up, it's gonna evolve, because I think Grimer evolves at 40. I mean, now, what I would do with the Pokemon League, though, is I would, like, purposely lose all the way at the end. And then make sure I'd spent all my money, so it was like, oh, we're gonna take half your money. Joke's on you. I have one Poké Dollar on me. It was really useful in Heart Gold and Soul Silver because you could dump all your money on your mom. It's like, hey, hold this for me, personal bank. Oh no, you lost. Oh, there goes all your money. Oh no. It's like, no, just kidding. I think that's why they've never introduced a way for you to store your money ever again. Come here, Grimer, where the... here you are. Whoa. Pretty sure you guys heard that. The Joy-Con just went... It's like, okay. Are you angry with me, Mr. Joy-Con? Like, what am I supposed to do with that? Hey, what's up, Asami Anime 29? Don't mind me, I'm just trying to get ready to catch Mewtwo. Do 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 do. Oh, even sooner. So this Grimer has been long since been overdue for an evolution. I'm doing alright. Just enjoying a nice quiet afternoon of Pokemon Let's Go, where hopefully I won't end up raging at it. Uh-oh. It's like, I spoke too soon. Here we go. All the silliness is about to begin. If this doesn't catch it, I'm switching over to a Great Ball. Okay, good. That's right, you better catch that, Grimer. I used to be such an Ash fan when I was in middle school. And in Pokemon Yellow, like, I made sure to have all of his Pokemon. Like, I tried to get the best and teach him the best moves way back in the day. And I'm really sad because that copy of Yellow that I have, like, the battery died out on it, and something happened to it where it doesn't load properly. Like, there's something wrong with the gold teeth in the game. So when I put it in a Game Boy, if I don't I have to put it in a Game Boy Color in particular and prop the back up with like a Q-tip so that it makes proper contact, and it's really painful. But when I did that, I came to find out that my save data there was gone. It was like, oh, sadness. Oh, are you playing Pokemon Let's Go too? Because chaining... I mean, Orbit has already seen that I've been chaining for a while, and then all of a sudden, it's just like, oh, did you just throw a third Pokeball? Peace out, yo! And it runs away, and it's like, why? Why for you do this game? And I was goofing out. I was like, if I'm gonna chain Grimer here, so I can, like, trade with Darko over at the Pokemon Center. Oof. I think that has a harder catch rate than what I'm doing, so best of luck to you. Oh, hello, Magmar. I'm guessing you're doing that over at the power plant. I don't think I've seen Electabuzz anywhere else. I mean, they probably could be found elsewhere, but I just don't remember. What the? Like when the ball like goes completely the opposite direction of where I throw it. One day I'm gonna like turn around and throw the Pokeball behind me, and it's still gonna go to the left. If it's not caught with this excellent throw, then I'm definitely switching to Great Balls. Oh, nice. Here I am still trying to catch Mewtwo. This Magmar. I was like, well, hello there. How you doing? And I'm like, I want nothing to do with you. Get away from me. Can't you see I'm all about that dirty, dirty Grimer love right now? Look at this filthy animal. Yeah, see, I know, like, this Grimer doesn't have teeth, but Alolan Grimer does. I knew there was something odd about the Alolan Grimer when I first saw it. Oh no, yeah, in every other game, I'm sure. But Pokemon Yellow, I've caught some weird like, you can catch Oddish on, like, Route 1 or 2 or something. I was like, what? What the heck are you doing here? Oh, this Grimer's about to evolve. What? Grimer's evolved? See, look, it has teeth. Whoa, it's a double rainbow. It's got teeth and claws, I presume. I don't know what those are supposed to be. So now I have an Alolan Muck. Alright, so, party. How you looking like right now? Check summary. Pika Pika! Your HP is nowhere near the rest of the group. Although everyone else is kind of tanky, to be fair. Okay. You've got 321 defense, and you were holding your own pretty well against Mewtwo. And you've got 123. We are gonna be here a while. Although, he should be good to go. Like, I'm pretty sure if I went up to Mewtwo right now, at the very least, Psychic is not going to kill me. At that point, I just have to hold out. I always dump a bunch of, like, defense candies on him. Whoops, I threw that a little too late. If this one doesn't catch it, switching over to Great Balls, because screw these capture chains. Oh my god, he's gonna run away. I can feel it in my bones. He's gonna run away. I knew it! I knew it! I knew it! This is like the third time I call it or something. It's like the second or third time I call it when they run away. And then, insult to injury, they give me a Grimer immediately after. Like, go away, game. Go away. Miss me with that nonsense. I can't believe you just did that, game. Wow. And that wasn't even a high chain. That was just at like 9 or 10. Wow, game. No mercy. Because if we're gonna get silly like this game... Oh my god, he refuses to get caught. He's not even that great. Is it a he or she? I didn't pay attention. This Grimer's not that great. I'm gonna set out to capture this Grimer, just so I can look at the stats and marvel how it's gonna be like the worst stats I'm probably gonna see today. He refuses to get caught. This is insane. This had better be like the world's greatest, like no joke. He refuses to stand. What the? Let's see what your stats are. Like, legit, what are your stats? Because that took forever. The first Grimer in the chain after you insult me, game. Insult me! Let's see what this Grimer is like. Look at this! Look at this! This is garbage! What? All that trouble for what? For what? I am blown away. Oh, I could not do it without getting salty. You must be new here. Because I absolutely lose my mind. Like 2 weeks ago when I was trying to catch Mewtwo for the first time. I like lost my mind. I could not believe what was happening. But geez, a 100 chain to get destroyed. I mean, I could not blame you for getting salty. I think the fact that they can run away is a huge issue, honestly. Because they already made it gimmicky where you have to like throw the Pokeball at them and you can miss. Because I don't know about you, but my Pokeball has done whatever it feels like sometimes. Like, I can hold perfectly still. I will hold the controller the way the TV is telling me right now. And then when I go to throw the Pokeball, it will swing to the left and swing to the right. And I'm like, what are you doing? Why did you do that? Look at this. Look at this. It's not even that impressive. I've caught Grimer with higher CP than this on my first throw. So I would love to know what the heck this game thinks it's doing. At least I'm getting pineapple berries. And at least, I mean, that muck is getting experience. There are better places I can go for experience. I just needed an Alolan muck. I technically have it. I don't have to be here anymore. I'm just doing this to see if maybe, just maybe, I get Grimer candies. What? Oh, see, there it is. It just did the thing I was talking about. I'm just gonna Master Ball the hell out of Mewtwo. Like, I'm not even gonna bother. Normally I'll, like, Ultra Ball it or something. I believe it. What's up, Trekkie29? At least parts of my core team are leveling up. That's always nice. Not that they're ever gonna leave this game. Thank you, Pokemon Sword and Shield, getting rid of the national decks. We already had like a big blown out discussion about that earlier. So even the national decks that bothers me. I just wish I could actually bring in my favorite Pokemon. Alrighty. We have caught another Grimer. Health candy large. I'm gonna end up pumping him full of like all these candies. Just to help him catch up. Because the rest of my team, to be fair, also has had a ton of candies. This isn't even the best Grimer muck I could have gotten. I just didn't feel like dealing with forever trading and depending on getting the right nature and the right IVs and all that other lovely stuff that this game was gonna put me through. But the muck itself, aside from its nature, it's not too bad. Yikes. I am sorry to hear that because I know how painful that is. At least in Pokemon Go, when you see like the Pokeball shake 3 times, you're like, okay, good, I caught it. Like the 3rd shake always guarantees that you got it. But in this game, 3 shakes and they may break out. In this case, he stayed in the ball. They got the... I know they said they were gonna do the Mewtwo raid again, like for anyone that missed it. But I can't be bothered with it. I would have to like go out to the boonies. There's like a university I can go to nearby, and it's got like a billion Pokestops. But it's not worth the drive. Like, if I was going with a group, I'd probably do it. That's what I'd be doing right now instead of playing this. Hey, Charizard leveled up, and so did... Oh, man, that was a lot of experience. Jeez. Charizard grew to level 70, and Muck grew to level 46. That was a Rattata. Do 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 do. Oh yeah. Heck, if I was still doing that, I would be doing it too. What? What? I threw the ball once! What? I threw the ball once! I threw it once and it ran away? Like, what? See, that's why I can't take the chaining seriously in this game. I legitimately... I mean, I'm like paying attention to you guys too, but I'm more than sure I didn't throw more than one. And it was like, LOL, goodbye. Oh, nice. Look at these shapes. I always get a kick out of these. These are all going to Oak. Look at this one. But this is one of the ones that I've favorited. Hey, Professor. I know Ash sent you like a billion Tauros, but I'm sending you a billion Grimer. Hope this helps you with your research. That's so cool. Let's see. What am I doing with my life? It was like great. All of that, and you gave me one Grimer candy? Just uno? Professor. Professor, you're getting kind of on the stingy side. I'm not gonna lie, man. Like, what's up with that? What did I do to you, Professor? Come on, talk to me. Where did I hurt you? Rare candy. Instantly raise the level of one Pokemon. I don't think I want to do that yet. Oh my god, I have like a billion quick candies. Mighty candy large. Smart candy extra large. 220 Pidgey candies. I don't want to use any of these yet. Oh, what did I run into? What, Rattata? I mean, I don't blame you. If you're gonna go all out, right? So you're like... No, you're doing Pokemon Go. I was gonna say, if you're like resetting for like Giratina in like the games, it's like, ooh, lad. Oh, hello, Grimer. Well, actually, we were talking about a couple of things. So, is that like Giratina in the games that you're trying to get shiny, or is it in Pokemon Go with an event? I forgot. Is there a Giratina event going on? Oh. Yeah, Grimer. Come on, get in the ball. Be a sport. There we go. Alright, I figured it was in Pokemon Go. I was like, I think there's a Giratina event going on right now. That's really neat, I'm not gonna lie. So, oh, you guys are playing together and the Mewtwo raid is on your anniversary. That is really dope, I'm not gonna lie. Nice little, like, the couple that plays Pokemon together stays together. Double battles and whatnot. Do. Well, Black Friday's coming up, my guy. Can totally get a Switch. I'm sure somewhere is gonna have some sort of deal on the Switch. I'm sure. Just don't get a Switch Lite. I heard that like they still have like the Joy-Con drift problem, and ooh, I mean at least you can swap out Joy-Cons. Worst case scenario from the regular Switch model. And now the newer like revision of the Switch, the regular one, has like the better battery life too. So I might pick one up with the better battery life. And I'll probably set this one up in the other room. So if I ever just want a game and not be in like my little miniature studio here for streaming. I call it a studio, but really it's just a room full of video game stuff. Come on, stay in the ball. Be a sport. Be a sport. Be a sport. Alright, he was a sport. Let me do my obligatory checking up on Maddie. See if she's still playing Pokemon Go. I'm gonna like bug her later. Like, trade with me. Oh, I think she's off. She's playing. Yeah, she got off 23 minutes ago. If you guys ever see Maddie on stream, you should all be like, hey, you need to trade with Lee. nice. You're gonna wait for the Black Friday shopping? Do. Hello, Grimer. Yeah, it's tiny. They all look the same size to me. I don't know. I've never paid attention to see if they actually just make them smaller or not. I doubt that they do. Or if they did, it's not too noticeable. Alright, you caught another Grimer. And you got 2 Grimer candy out of it. Sweet! Combo 4. Catch combo 4 is depressing. Oh, get away from me, you giant rat. Not a fan of Black Friday, or just you're not planning on getting it that late in the game, or what's going on? Nope. To who? 3. Mr. Owl would be proud. I caught the Grimer in 3 shakes. Mr. Owl. How many licks does it take to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop? Yikes. Yeah. I can totally understand that. Well, best of luck with saving up for it, my guy. I mean, I just said Black Friday because you might be able to find a decent maybe sale on it. Look at him, he's just batting the ball back at me with his belly. You just gotta be, I mean, people know what a Switch is worth, so I don't think like they're gonna get away with like jacking up the price last second and like, oh look, there's a sale on it. It's 20% off after we raised it 25%. I think lesser known items that don't have a stable price are likely to undergo that. Oh, get away from me, Magmar. It's not your turn for this nonsense. I mean, I've been dealing with Grimer for like what, 2 hours now, so I feel you. I could probably just go after Mewtwo right now, to be completely honest. Actually, that's a bit of a stretch because this Muk still probably needs some leveling up, but I could probably get levels much more efficiently elsewhere. I figured if I stay here, I might get lucky and get some Grimer candies from giving these up to Oak. I mean, I'm pretty sure you guys have gone after Mewtwo. But this guy right here thought that he really thought he could handle Mewtwo with his stock team. And Mewtwo said, "You funny, I have a move. It's called Recovery, and my AI is actually intelligent now, smart enough to use Recover." Oh, look, it did it again. Using Recover at the appropriate time. Hey dude, that's not cool. Stop batting it away with your belly. Oh man. I take back everything I said. You deserve a medal. That is commitment right there. Yo, Grimer, what's up? Why aren't you staying in the Pokeball? Is it because you'd rather have a Great Ball? Here, I'll give you a Great Ball instead. A Great Ball with a Great Throw. Come on, that's a twofer. You should totally stay in the ball. Health Candy Large, 8. Meow. Oh, another Grimer. Excuse me, Grimer. Do you have some time out of your day to listen to our Lord and Savior Arceus? Sometimes I wonder if you like whisper things to the game. You're like, "Pretty please, let me catch you," and then it'll let you catch Pokemon easier. Ugh, I'm Grimer. Ugh. Brr. Oh man, I'm glad I'm not alone in that, because I was talking to my best friend who is more of a Pokemon aficionado than I am, and I was like, this Mewtwo fight is oddly difficult. Which is the whole reason why I'm doing the whole Alolan Muck thing right now. So hopefully I can just cheese my way to victory and use Alolan Muck and use Toxic and just sit there and play patty cake with Mewtwo. And I haven't even had a chance to get to just throwing Pokeballs at him. I am gonna lose my mind if this dude is just like teleporting left and right or something. They really want me to catch Chansey. Like, we know you want a level. Would you like this Chansey? Nope. I think that means you're doing a raid, and if that's the case, good luck. You know, I bought a Stream Deck, and I just realized it, and I have not set that thing up at all, and I should probably do that. I need to clear up... What the... Oh, whoa, no! You are too big of a Grimer. You are a grown-up Grimer. You are a Muck. Oh no, I'd probably say, you know, he's running amok. Haha, bad puns. Oh man, are you Professor Oak? Welcome to the world of Pokemon. I am Professor Oak. People call me a Pokemon expert. No, stop it. Stop doing the wave. Oh boy. Here we go. We're with the nonsense. Oh, I don't know what that Great Ball thought it was going to do in life, but going in that direction was not productive. We almost missed. Oh, this is where my chain's gonna break, isn't it? Is this the end for our hero? Oh, thank goodness. The chain continues. For now. Hey! Pidgeot leveled up. Favorite bird Pokemon of this generation. Even though they're not too great. It's huge! Oh, whoops, I'm throwing Great Balls again. Oh my god. You know, when it just... everything just stopped and I was just looking at Grimer, it was kind of like, oh boy, I know what's gonna happen. Oh, I'll check summary. Let's see if maybe one of the later ones I caught was... what the heck is this? This one's... oh, this one's one of the ones that I favorited, lol. Alright, you guys know the drill. Send to Professor. Boop, boop. No, we are not sending Venusaur to the Professor. Just send me 1 billion health candies. Give me Grimer candies. I would really like Grimer candies, is what I want him to give me. And Professor Oak's being a jerk. I start calling him Professor Jerk. Grimer candy. Oh, we got 4 this time. Mug got stronger. Look at that muck doing the wave over there. I also need to look into if there's anything worth like fighting the master trainers for. 'Cause I did that Pikachu one, Red and Viridian Forest, the one that they hint at that you can do right away, and that was actually surprisingly hard. I mean, I didn't think to switch up my Pikachu's like movesets. Otherwise, it probably would have been easier. Oh, you're gonna keep breaking out, buddy? You have like the smallest CP of any of the Grimer I've caught today, I think. Please stay in the ball. Oh well, here we go again with the Grimers. That was a lot of experience. And Pikachu leveled up. Oh, there you are. Come on, stay in the ball. Stay in the Pokeball. You are gonna run away on me. And we're not even at a high percentage. And there we go. That's what I was waiting for. I think we could probably move way faster if I just go to, what's this place? Cerulean Cave. Party. Pikachu. Oh wait, I keep forgetting that I have to do things differently here. I have to go into the play with Pikachu thing. Pikachu's trying to play with your hair. It's a lot of hair, my dude. So, Skydash. Oh yeah, that's right. I had to like put Charizard in my Pokeball because otherwise this happens and then I can't land. Or at least if there's a way to land, I don't know how to do it without putting them back in. Party. Return to Pokeball. Cerulean Cave, here we come. Alright, you have a great afternoon too. Thanks for dropping by and thanks for watching the stream. Alright, you caught a Poliwag. And Muck leveled up. I'm down from South Florida. Neat. Just caught a Licky Tongue. This is just to see if I can level up. can't go after Mewtwo yet because I forgot I still have everything as adamant. Oh, nothing's showing up down here. Oh, here we go. This is gonna be annoying because he had a red circle. Excellent. This one's gonna be, in all likelihood, Ultra Balls are the way to go. Great. Excellent. Of course. Great. Well, Blastoise leveled up. Oh, what's up with Pikachu? Oh, you found a Great Ball. There's another Great Ball. That's interesting. Does that mean that in every one of these bright spots? Oh no. I thought it would mean that in every bright spot. Geodude candy. He gave me 1,066. I just realized I'm catching a billion Graveler. Golden Pineapple Berry. Pokeball. Good to know. Of course. That is a lot of candies, and that is a lot of experience. Charizard grew to level 71. Muck grew to level 49. Nope, not Ditto. Not Chansey. Where is my boy Graveler? Where is my boy Graveler? There he is. But yeah, I don't know if you guys heard me, but I said I'm from down in South Florida. Yoink. Do. Oh, there's another Graveler. Keep getting all these excellent throws. They don't want to stay in the ball. You would think I was catching Mewtwo. Oh my god. There we go. Pidgeot leveled up. Gotta find another Graveler. I'm chaining Gravelers for no reason whatsoever. Golden Raspberry. Great! Oh, yeah, this is definitely helping us level up way faster. Literally everywhere that there's like a little spot of light, there's an item. Oh, that gave me back an Ultra Ball. That gave me another Ultra Ball. And where are you guys from? Ooh, that's a Rhydon. I almost said a Rhyhorn. Rhyhorn's the pre-evolution. Go away, Chansey. Oh, there's a Graveler. Whoa, you're on the other side of the pond. Ooh, that's 6,061 experience. Yeah, that was gonna give level ups. Must mean it's pretty late for you guys right now. Oh, I had said I'm from South Florida here in the US. Nah, South Florida. It's one of the lower states here in the US. Right by the Caribbean. We get summer weather basically all year long. Wild Snorlax show up here? What? That's good to know. They're rare. Whoops, that was a weenie throw. I don't even know why I'm chaining Graveler. But it's working. Catch combo 9 of Graveler. Oh. No, I'm just fond of it. But no, I'm down here in South Florida in the US. You almost had it. Oh, is this gonna be where my chain breaks? Tim Horton's the the hockey player, no? I don't even know why I just decided that down here I was gonna chain a Graveler. It was the first Pokemon I saw. I was like, oh, okay. Maybe I'll get a Golem that's worth it just for funsies. I don't even know if an Adamant Nature for a Golem is good. I'm more than sure they're physical attackers, so can't be too bad. Do 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 do. Pew do do. I just realized that the first few steps I take from not moving, it'll do sound effect for it. And it just like fades out. Do 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 do. I think I caught all the Gravelers down here. Oh, look, it's a Geodude. Get away from me! Here, Graveler. I know you're down here somewhere. Come out and play. Do 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 do. You are not a Graveler. You are a Rock type, but you are not a Graveler. What does shiny Graveler look like? I don't think I've ever seen one. Oh man, this is gonna be where the chain. Yup, this is gonna be where the chain breaks. I feel like I got legitimately gypped because it was happening so consistently, and then all of a sudden you just get that one Pokemon that even with the best purchasable Pokeball, it's still not enough. Brown. I've sent you 14 Graveler. Oh, a lot of tough candies. Interesting. So not gray, but brown. May as well. Oh, can't use it because he's too low. Courage candy should do what? Special defense stat. That's what I need. But I barely have any of those candies. Oh, me? I'm early 30s. Oh, is Golbat what they want me to focus on now? Oh, or I could just run into another Graveler. Excellent. Oh, 1,975. Time to level up. Oh, nice. I am temporarily 1 year older than you. Oops, he jumped. That was enough to tip Muck over to 52. Whoops. Went down the stairs. Just have to go back up the stairs. Oh, no! Chaining Snorlax down here would be annoying. Oh, I did that way too late. I did that way too early. Of course. Whoa! What was that? I strong-armed the hell out of that Ultra Ball. And I don't know what's wrong with me right now. Now I can't throw an Ultra Ball to save my life. Excellent. Here he is. Boo-doo. And here we go. Oh my gosh. Still giving decent experience, though. You know, I would really regret this if something happened and the game crashed for some sort of random reason. So let's go ahead and save. Oh, is there something here? Another go. Wait, didn't I? Do items just keep randomly popping up here? I know I picked up most of the stuff here, so... Oh. More stuff just continues to appear here, I guess. Was it because I accidentally left the map and came back on? Or is that just 2 spots that I didn't check? No, it couldn't be that I missed this many spots. Or maybe I did, I don't know. Get out of here, Ditto. Remember when I wanted you? I don't want you anymore, because I caught you already. Chansey, you don't appear frequently enough for me to go after you! There's my buddy old pal. If he could ever stop jumping. When he's not jumping, he's roaring. Broop. Broop. Ah, boy. Don't insult me. Oh, okay. It was a ride-on. I may as well just try to catch the ride-on. Whenever you're done jumping around, dude. Of course. You caught a ride-on. Whoa, and ride-on gave a ton of experience. High-level Chansey. Slap. Let's see what a high-level Chansey would give me. Excellent. Really? And of course I overshoot. And of course they decide to jump back to the center. Alright, we caught the Chansey. Whoa! That's not a Chansey, that's a Licky Tongue. Well, only because the ride-on had given pretty decent EXP. Oh, they left. Sadness. I think they left. You guys still hanging out there in the chat? Of course. Yay! Like, I'm pretty sure another guaranteed level up. Well, not guaranteed, but, you know, still went up a bit. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Pew 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 pew. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Right on. How's it going, buddy? That should be like 1,000 something. 1,620. So now Muck is level 54. Party. Let's compare. Special defense 150. Because the tough candies are probably what I'm going to need the most of. For level 60 or higher. May as well. Got Pikachu up there. We have a lot of quick candies to make people way faster. Let's give Venusaur to 200. Charizard's almost bad. Yeah, nowhere near it. So. Oh, still gotta level up Muck. Well, I guess it's better to catch something than to catch nothing. That wasn't a lot of experience compared to some of the other evolved Pokemon I've been running into down here. Oh, here comes a ton of experience, assuming we get to catch him. I'm gonna have to take a break soon, because I've been doing this for like over 3 hours now. Excellent. Chansey! Why, hello there. Fancy meeting you here. Of course. Of course. Oh, that was easy. Oh, we're doing alright in terms of leveling up. We got like a whole 10 levels on Muck, and they've been getting pretty decent stats, so I'm pretty sure maybe at 60 I can try going against Mewtwo. That was a lot of experience. Well, looks like we'll be able to try and catch combo a Chansey. I don't like it when Chansey decides to start hopping around side to side. It always throws off my throw. I can never throw to the side properly. And then it ran away. What a shocker. And they don't ever want to stay in the ball. Whoops. Oh, I may as well try to catch the Lakey Tongue. I always read those messages in sarcasm. I was like, you almost had it. I was like, don't lie to me. You and I both know that the deck is stacked against me. Alright, here we go. Keep on keeping on. I want to keep leveling. Because the bulk of my team has also leveled up in trying to get this muck to a higher level. Matter of fact, let's check the Pokemon box. See if anything I've caught has been worth it. Alright, so here we go. Not the chances, though. Oh, he gave me Mighty Candy. That's always good. Jeez. Oh, here we go again. Alright, another ton of experience coming my way. I was really hoping Muck was gonna get a level from that. Another Pokemon known for giving a ton of experience. And for being a massive pain to catch. Whoa! That was a lot of experience. That was 3,786. Jeez. Candy jar. to be at least level 60 or higher to use that. Okay. I really thought I was already in the catch menu. Alright, you caught a ride on. And it gave the most garbage experience I have seen to date. I will not... I guess it's because I didn't have enough multipliers on it. Is the only thing I can guess. Oh well, so you win some, you lose some, right? Of course not. Of course not. Of course not. If he had headbutted it again, I think I was gonna run away from the fight. Come on. Stay in the ball, please. Oh my god. Really? This is just the game just trying to mess me up. You're not allowed to have nice things. Really? I'm already throwing Ultra Balls, dude. Ultra Balls, excellent throws. The only way I can make this any sweeter is if I give him a raspberry. And all of that just for 1,200 experience. All that unnecessary amount of headache for nothing. In comparison to what some of his other kin have been giving me. Speaking of other kin. Come on. Alright. My muck grew to level 59. I can get it to 60 and then maybe think about fighting Mewtwo in the next stream. So I've been doing this for like 4 hours now. Almost. 3, it's like... Stream's been up for 3 hours and 35 minutes and counting. You know what? Why not? Oh boy. Oh! I was not expecting that. I was legitimately not expecting that at all, guys. I thought it was gonna have to be like me throwing like Ultra Balls for all eternity, but I was wrong. I was pleasantly incorrect. Got another Snorlax, and it's an adamant nature. I doubt it's gonna have the stats I like, but you know, it is another Snorlax. If I needed a Snorlax to trade with someone, or if someone needs it, or if I just need to put it in the game for breeding purposes, then I have one. Should be my 3rd Snorlax, too. Whenever you're done. My goal is going to be to at least get Muck to 60. I have no idea if that'll be enough to deal with Mewtwo. Well, that was pleasantly easy. And Muck got to level 60. Now he wants to learn Sludge Bomb. Is that a special? Yeah, my guy, you're not special. I mean, a special attacker. You are special. Oh, we got him to level 60. What I would be interested to see... This is a quick test, so I know that I would not be wasting my time next stream. I think I'm gonna make the trek over to Mewtwo. Hey, you know what? That doesn't mean I'm not gonna try to catch this right on. Get him a little bit more experience. Oh, again, pleasant. So it needs to be the top leftmost ladder. Hey, what's up? Are you talking about the Poke Flute to wake up Snorlax? You gotta get that from Mr. Fuji. So you gotta do the Celadon department first. And then once you've done... Not the department, the Team Rocket headquarters in Celadon. And then you'll get the Sylph Scope there. And then you gotta go to Pokemon Tower in Lavender Town. And once you accomplish the story portion there, you'll be able to get the Poke Flute. What is it that you're looking for? The Team Rocket Center in Celadon? Do you know where the game corner is? Where the little slot machines are? You gotta go there and you gotta look at the poster. Or there should be someone standing in front of the poster. And then, if there's someone there, then you gotta battle them. And if you beat them, then you talk to the poster and it'll open up the ladder. And then you can go underneath the game corner. Again, we're not going to be trying to catch Mewtwo right now. Oh, what did I just do? It's just to see if my Muck in its current standing would be able to survive Mewtwo. That's okay, you can raise your special defense all you want. You've been toxic. And it's gonna get worse and worse and worse. Oh man. I can't believe it. This is... I'm gonna have to do it. Oh, you can use recover, my guy. But that toxic is gonna build up. And pretty soon you're not gonna have a choice. But I can technically fight back. Use Crunch. And help speed up the process. Oh yeah, this is gonna work. It's tiny. And then at this point, I would just have to wait for the right opportunity. He's going to try and interrupt it as much as possible, huh? Never mind. I thought I was in the menu for it. Oh, regardless of how I do it. What? Oh, okay. I was about to say. Alright, so we know it works. So next time on the stream, that's what we're going to be focusing on. I am so happy that this is going to work now, because that whole fight that I had to do with Mewtwo beforehand was so annoying, and now it's good to know that with this, I'll finally be able to catch Mewtwo. And at that point, I just gotta make sure it's the right nature and the right IVs that I like, and it'll be all hunky-dory. But I'm not gonna catch it now, because that Mewtwo is going to be adamant nature. And Lord knows I do not want an adamant nature Mewtwo. Level 60 Alolan Muck is all I need. Not even the right build. Not build, but, you know, the correct stats, IVs and whatnot. It was still enough. Excuse me, Golduck. Forgot to check these little light spots. Because apparently there are items all over these. Yes, I have the flute. I'll show you real quick before I get off where it is that you're supposed to go. But don't worry, I got you. Oops. What was that? Oh. I indeed do have the Poke Flute. So I gotta get off my Charizard. I did not want Muck to be following me around. So what you want to do, this should put me in Celadon. Ooh, an Arcanine. I don't know if I've caught one. But if I haven't, Of course. What the? I don't like the game right now. You know, you should really refund me Ultra Balls game whenever you do nonsense like that. Come on. Thank you. I don't know if I have one or not, but if I don't, I have one now. No, I already had one. Oh, whatever. Oh, Venusaur leveled up. Alright, so... Oh, there, a Growlithe. I thought that was another Pikachu trainer. I was like, what? What are you doing there, my guy? Oh, I forgot that they could be up here too. But no, I'm not gonna catch a Pidgey right now. Run away. So you want to head over to Celadon. And you want to come here. And you're gonna go through here. Oh, here it is. And you come through here. As the Rocket headquarters. Or hideout. You just gotta do the stuff there, and you gotta beat Giovanni on the other side. And once you do, you'll have the Sylph Scope, and then you can go to Lavender Town all the way to the right from here. And with that, completing Lavender Town's tower, you will have your Pokeflute. So I hope that helped you. Let's go ahead and save our game. Whew. Alrighty. Oh, nice. Congrats on the Vulpix. Alrighty, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you for watching. Had a couple of you drop right on in. I'll probably be streaming the game again tomorrow, Sunday night at 9. So if you guys want to come ahead, or rather come on ahead and watch the stream, you're more than welcome to. We'll try to catch Mewtwo at that point, and we'll figure out what to do with the rest of the game from there. And of course, if you somehow manage to make this through the end of a YouTube video, go ahead and let me know what you think in the comments down below. Subscribe to my channel to help it grow. Click the little bell icon to be in the know, and I'll see you guys in the next part. For those of you who need other ways to reach out to me, you can reach me over at twitter.com/LeeMustang. You can find me on youtube.com/LeeMustang, and on Instagram if you want to see whatever I am posting on there about my game collections. So if you want to follow me there, that's instagram.com/LeeMustang. Alright guys, so hope you enjoyed the stream. It was a nice little almost 4-hour stream. So hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care.